Okay, so I know usually at the beginning of the week I do the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s video, but this morning Cardfight Vanguard put out a ban list, and I figure since I do all the reactions to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban lists, I'll react to the Vanguard one as well, seeing as, I play both games. There is, however, a caveat, something that must be explained. This is not a ban list for everything. It doesn't affect V, it doesn't affect D, it is just for premium. And D's nuts! Anywho, but yeah, this ban list just affects the premium format, which for those of you who don't know is the format where everything goes. All three eras of the game can be used in unison, though a lot of times just kind of turns into you're playing a V deck with a Stride deck and some old-fashioned spice. But yeah, no, this format needed some hits for a long time. We'll go into a little more detail as to why I think it did and where I think this might be going at the end. But for now, let's just go over the hits and talk about things. So, first up, I'm actually looking this up on my phone. So, you can only play either one Zeroth Dragon Ultima or one Overtrigger. You can't use both. You can't use your Ultima with your... Does anyone call the Overtriggers by their names or just like whatever your nation is? But yeah, no, this really had to happen. Ultima is easily the most powerful Zeroth Dragon, and in my opinion, a bit of a mistake. Golds, Royals, decks have been abusing this card for day one, and with a trigger as powerful as the Overtrigger, abusing it becomes all that much worse. So in my opinion, yes, this had to go. One or the other. And it's interesting because there are still ways to cheese with the Overtrigger in Premium. So will some people pick the Overtrigger over Ultima? Will Ultima reign supreme and we just go back to the way decks were run 6 months ago? I'm genuinely curious to see how this will affect Premium going forward. Then we have the choice restrictions. You can only use one or the other, just like with the last thing, only these are specific cards. They hit the Puppetry loop. I haven't faced Premium Bermudas a lot, but the times I have faced it have been enough for me to be like, fuck Bermuda, hit everything, ban the whole clan. You all know it's true. Get over the horniness, ban the clan. Also, Premium has a lot of annoying loops, and they had to hit it. We also have the Dantarian loop. I believe the other card is something new coming out, so hitting it preemptively is a good idea, because in a world where you don't do ban lists every 3 or 4 months like Yu-Gi-Oh! Does, you have to think in terms of the game's health 5-6 months from now. So I think that was a smart idea. Then we've got Behave Phone. So then we've got more things you can only play one of. This is a big Pale Moon hit. You can only use one of these cards. You can't use them together. I don't know a lot about Premium Pale Moon. I didn't think they were supremely high tier, but I think this might be like with the Dantarian thing, which is Pale Moon gets a lot of good shit coming out of the V collection, and obviously anything in V can be used in Premium. So maybe they're figuring that they should deal with this now before Pale Moon becomes a bit of a problem. Or Pale Moon are great in Premium, and I just have no idea what I'm talking about. Always open for interpretation. So then we move on to the big shit. This is the stuff everyone came for. What is getting banned today? And I agree with most of this. They banned Zarzan, a card so fucking powerful, day one of reveal it was being memed about. This card was a mistake. I understand the desire to give normal units their own deck and a role in Premium, but this just became too much too quickly. Same with just Tempest Sphere. They just kind of decided, hey, let's bring some interesting stuff into Premium. Let's make it Mega Double Nut format, bitch! And then we just got stuff like Freezing Witch Bendy. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And Tahro, the Genesis stand trigger. Yeah, fuck loops. The Fenrir loop is bullshit. And Genesis has a lot of good shit in Premium, so seeing some of it go, always a good thing. Then we have Shura Stealth Dragon, Giamaku. It's on the screen, you know what's going on. Yeah, this card is just really annoying, and it's safe to go. Ambush Demon, Stealth Beast Nui Dio. To my understanding, this was not as big as some of the other things, but I know a lot of people are really happy to see this go, so that's always good. Same with Stealth Rogue Concealment Tonro. It's so funny because like I've been getting more into premium lately, so seeing kind of like I just dodged the bullet of having to deal with this stuff a lot. The one though I do agree with had to go was Turmoil Starvader Zinc. I hate Chaos Breaker. I hate going against it, and I hate that just kind of the amount of support that Starvaders and Link Joker just get because they're popular means that Starvader can do a lot of shit, so seeing some of that shit get taken away makes me happy. And then finally for restricted cards, we have Evil Gone Pontiff Pastille Diamos. I feel like this is the poster child for Vanguard cards that need to go. People hate this thing. And yeah, it needed to go. Then we have Visible Songstress. Again, don't know a ton about Pale Moon and Premium, but I'm just going to take the safe bet and say yeah. And then finally, we have Troyce. This is a card I have lost to. Fuck it, you're not allowed to have it. No. And then finally, the last big thing was the issue with stand triggers. For those of you who don't know, between Uranus or Valkyrian and the Vision token, Premium has become a disgusting cesspool for 16 stand trigger decks that just kind of win automatically. It is, in my opinion, Rearguard's drive checking was a mistake. But yeah, so the official reveal for this is that rearguards that stand by a stand trigger cannot perform drive checks until the end of a turn. If a rearguard reveals a stand trigger for its drive check, and that rearguard stand by its effect, that drive check will be fully performed. Again, considering these cards were a mistake, and you're stuck with them, especially because Valkyrian was a mascot being in the anime, you kind of got to do something. I personally felt that what you should have done was just made it that these units can't stand in general from stand triggers, but, well, I mean, that is kind of what's happened. Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. But they're still powerful, and it was a mistake of a concept. So, yeah, there we go. I'm not going to talk about the new card reveals, because that's not really what I do. I just want to talk a few minutes and sort of talk about where I think things are going, because I think there's a couple interesting things to take away from this. So, Premium has kind of been this format for a long time that sort of felt like the redheaded stepchild. It was there, we got a few new strides every now and again, you had your events at Springfest, but this feels like a genuine attempt at turning Premium into something huge. Combine that with the fact that we just got a set that is all reprints of good stuff for Premium, and Sunrise Ray Gurgwit for some stupid reason, and I think you kind of have an idea of what Bushiroad wants to do. So yeah, a lot of people have been talking lately about how D is kind of ass. Like, it's not good. I enjoy playing Bastion, I enjoy Hexorb, like, there's fun to be had, but I definitely feel like this is definitely starting to miss the mark for a lot of people, and it seems like one of the ways Bushiroad is trying to combat this is by putting a lot of emphasis on, we have 3 formats. All our other games keep getting canceled, but our one mildly successful game has 3 formats. So come, play, and experience our other formats, even if our current one isn't very good. A lot of people are thinking D is meant to be your introduction into Vanguard, and you take it from there. Well, I don't think that's really what's going on here. I think they've just been really screwing up with D releases. I do think there is definitely an emphasis now on improving formats and making them more healthy and vital to the game's survival, which I think is a good idea. Take advantage of what you have. So it feels like this is a ban list designed around making Premium more accessible and making it that it's not as disgusting and loop heavy. So yeah, I think it accomplished its goal very well, and well, all my friends want to start testing more Premium and putting more Premium together, so in that respect, I think it did its job very well. Does this mean that Premium will be the best format in the whole game? Hard to say, you know, time will tell and testing will reveal a lot, but I think this is definitely a step in the right direction of making a game that supports 3 different formats fairly heavily. Combine that with the fact that all the V stuff coming out is super fucking cool, and I think we have a very interesting future for the game of Vanguard. But what did you think? In the comment section below, give me your thoughts on this ban list, where you think Premium is going, and is this a format you want to try out if you have not already? Tell me all that below, and as always, click to like, click to subscribe, and join me more as the Overdress anime comes back fairly soon.